Facebook Live class. I'm Jen. For those of you who don't know me, thanks for joining me tonight, whether it is live or whether you're taking this class at another time. Glad to have you. So are going to get started in Hero's Pose. If you have a block or anything similar to a block and you want to add it behind you, between the feet as a little seat, feel free to do so. If it's comfortable for you to sit back in this position, that's fine too. So whatever suits you, just sit up nice and tall. We're going to start here this evening with a nice quadricep stretch. So you want to try to keep your knees tracking forward. So draw the shoulders down the back, nice and tall, just sitting up and starting to come into your body. So we'll take a few minutes here at the beginning of our practice and just sort of quieting and starting to turn ourselves inward and just quieting our minds from the day. Maybe start to close the eyes. This will be a slow flow practice, so just kind of a nice midweek check-in with yourself, with your breath and your body and your spirit. So do what works for you. If you have any props that you would like to have nearby, feel free to have them. If not, no worries at all. Just any space that you carve out for yourself this evening is excellent, regardless of props or anything like that. So nothing special. We're going to be trying to work a little bit into the side body tonight. So just kind of opening up through the side ribs, which is an area we don't necessarily do movements in that direction very often, so it's just a nice option for this evening. Of course, anything that doesn't work for you, no worries. Just do what suits you. So always listen to yourself before listening to me. So sitting up nice and tall, draw the navel center back into the spine, so there's just a slight turn of the pelvis under. Sit up as tall as you can, let the heart center open, let the shoulders drop down away from your ears. And start to maybe close down the eyes, soften the face, soften the jaw, the brow center. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Start to come into yourself here. Notice how you're feeling. Notice where your mind is, maybe starting to quiet down for the day. Start to just take those deep diaphragmatic breaths. Inhaling fully and exhaling completely. Start to let muscles soften. If this is a very tight place for you through the quadriceps, sort of start to breathe into it a little bit more. Every exhaling breath, see if you can kind of soften into it a little bit further. Letting the mind start to clear of any busyness from the day, any to-do lists, any things that you are still worried about. Try to just set that all aside for this hour. Let this time be a moment to stay right here on your mat and nowhere else. Filling your breath all the way in and up. Slight pause at the top, and then exhaling it all out. Once again, inhaling and filling up. And exhaling it all out. So let your inhales match your exhales in length. Maybe that's to a 3 count, a 5 count, or maybe even more, whatever suits you, or maybe no count at all, but just making sure that your inhales match your exhales. So making sure you're really filling up completely and then emptying out completely as well. Let your hands just rest on the lap wherever comfortable, maybe palms up or hands clasped lightly, or even palms down if you're looking to quiet, having more grounding energy in your practice this evening. Remembering that there's no competition with yourself or with others. Always doing what suits you. Feeling where you are in your body at all times, and always keeping your breath fluid. through postures, and the breath is what guides us. Sometimes that breath and movement is linked more closely. Sometimes we're holding postures longer, but always let the breath be fluid. Inhaling fully, exhaling completely. Just take another few rounds of breath. If there's any soft music that you want in the background, you're always welcome to have that. If not, no worries. I always enjoy practicing with music behind you, or just like something in the background. I draw that meditative state, and obviously I'm not doing so here, just in the interest of our minimal audio setup here on Facebook Live, but feel free to add it if you like. Just take another few breaths in and out. If there's any mantra you'd like to bring into your practice, feel free to do so. If there's intention or just a dedication you'd like to have for your practice, feel free to call that to mind as well. Maybe a word or phrase you just want to keep with you. Something to focus back on if you feel like your mind starts to wander to other things as you start to move on your mat. So starting to flutter the eyes open, inhaling and exhaling. Take your time to slowly just start to reach the arms up and overhead. Take a nice long side body stretch, but draw the navel center back into the spine, so you don't want to feel like you're jutting the chest forward. Really rooting, grounding down into the earth or into your block. In this case, draw the belly in, clasp the hands, and then take the palms up overhead and start to take the gaze up as well, opening up through the throat a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly draw the gaze back to neutral, and then just tip the chin down a little bit, getting a little more length through the back of the neck. And then when you're ready, exhale, release the arms behind you, clasp the hands now behind you at the lower spine, and draw the palms together, draw the shoulders down the back. Start to take the head up if that's comfortable, chin towards the sky. And take an inhale, and then an exhale out, lion's breath. Sticking the tongue out, exhaling out of the mouth. More space now through the front of the throat. Take an inhale, and then exhale and just bow forward, chest coming over the legs. You can take the head down as far as it's comfortable. Inhale and exhale. Your next inhale, start to rise, lift the head. And then when you're ready, float the arms back overhead. Inhale and reach up a little taller. And then as you exhale this time, bend the elbows and take the hands behind you and just draw open into the shoulders a little bit more. Inhaling and exhaling, core stable, so draw the navel center back into the spine. So all that core stability, center, and radiating out as you move through your practice, stabilizing you and strengthening from the center outward. Inhale and reach up overhead. This time as you exhale, right arm's going to come down. Lift up and out of the waist as much as you can before exhaling, and let the left arm come down towards that right side. Reaching through the left side body as much as possible. Inhaling. Exhaling, another in-breath. And then slowly rise. And then take that right arm back overhead. Inhale once again, reach up. And then exhale, left hand comes down. This time as you're ready, breathe in, reach up. And then exhale and just tip over. Reaching through the right side body this time. So you're still staying rooted and grounded through the lower body. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. And then slowly come back up and over. Once more, just draw the hands to heart center. Bow the head for a moment. Anjali Mudra into prayer. Call to mind meditation focus that you'd like to have for tonight. Inhaling and exhaling. And then take it all up and around you. Inhale and reach up overhead. As you exhale, bring it back to heart center. Just 2 more times. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale and come back down. Last time, as you inhale, rise, reach tall, lengthen through the side body. And then exhale and bring it all back to center. And slowly start to move up onto the hands. Gently start to rise and move slowly as the legs and ankles might be a little tight there. So move the block out of the way. And start to just find neutral spine on hands and knees. And when you're ready, reach your right leg back. So this might be a little slow to start. Reaching the right leg long behind you. Press the right heel towards the mat. Lengthen through your spine again. Draw the belly in and up. Core engaged. Draw the shoulders back. Hands nice and active. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly release to lift the foot up just a bit, not the full height of the hip. Roll out that right ankle, move the toes, any little subtle movement there that feels good. And then set the right knee down, extending your left leg long, left ball of the foot, press the left heel towards the mat, lengthen through the back of the leg. Draw the belly in and up, draw the shoulders back, gazes down, neck is long. So we're just moving slowly here to reach the legs long. Inhaling, exhale, press the left heel down a little bit more. And then when you're ready, start to float it up a little bit, just part way, and then roll out that left ankle, move the toes, release any tension or tightness there. And then gently set the left knee down. Shift the hips and release in any way that you need to. Start to move through some cat and cow stretches through the spine. So exhaling and rounding as you press all the air out. Making that arch nice and high in the back. Soft elbows here, not locking out the supporting joint. As you inhale, float the heart center. Take the tail up, gaze up to cow. And then exhale and round and press all the air out. Inhale, release, come back through. So just a gentle spinal flexion here. Nothing forced, nothing too intense. Just start to slowly move the spine. One more time through, linking the breath and the movement. And back through center. Once again, reach your right leg long. It might feel a little looser this time. And then swing the right leg behind the left and gaze towards the toes. So the right foot's going to come off of your mat. As you gaze towards the toes, press through the right side body. Press into both hands equally. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath in. One more breath out. Slowly coming back, right leg extends. And then this time, pick the right leg all the way up. Add the left arm into your full spinal balance. Draw the belly in, up. Really stabilize through your center. Press through the right heel. Reach with your left fingertips. And try not to settle into the right shoulder or the right wrist. Reach nice and long. Take your time. Gazes out ahead of you on the ground. Inhaling and exhaling. And then take the left arm behind you. Reach back for the top of the foot. Take that little stretch and then press the foot into the hand a little bit just to lift it up. And then slowly release without slingshotting. Reach nice and long. And then exhale, come back down. Again, take a moment to shift and adjust as you'd like. And then left leg's going to go long behind you. Take it behind the right, foot off of your mat, and press into the left side. You really reach through the left side body as you gaze towards the foot that's off the mat. Nice and long. Inhale and exhale. Get a little longer with every exhale. And then slowly bring it back to center. This time pick it up. to hip height, and the right arm lifts as well. As you reach through the left heel, reach the right fingertips, draw the belly in and up, gaze is down, nice and long. Breath is fluid, inhale. And exhale, right arm floats around, bend the left knee, reach back to the top of the foot. You can pause in that quad stretch and then press the foot into the hand when you're ready and lift the chest. Inhale, and exhale, slowly release without going into momentum, release it all the way back down. And then just take the knees wide and set yourself back into a nice child's pose. Reach arms long ahead of you. And keep a little bend of the elbows if that works, but take your seat down towards your heels as much as possible. Forehead, chest, and belly just rest down onto the mat. And get as much length as you can through your spine. Know this is a nice resting pose to come back to anytime you need it. So even if you never come back here again on my cue, feel free to always come back to it when you'd like. Take another inhale to reach long, and then exhale, slowly come on up. Narrow the knees and shift forward into your kneeling plank. So lift the toes, spread the toes, really press through the balls of your feet. Draw the shoulders back, draw the belly in. And then we're going to slowly lower just part way on your exhale, and then inhale and rise back up. Exhaling, slowly lowering part way. Inhale, press back up. Elbows stay nice and strong into the side of the body. Slowly lowering. Inhaling, rising. Just starting to bring a little more movement, a little more heat. Slowly lowering down. This time when you're ready, we're going to lower all the way down to the mat and let the legs go long, tops of the feet press. Take the arms wide and we're going to peel up into 3 little baby wide cobras. So nothing too big quite yet. As you inhale, just lift and broaden through the chest. And then exhale, slowly lower. So just use the hands as a guide up under the tips of the fingers. Inhale and rise, reaching up. Exhaling down. Last time as you're ready, inhale and lift. Exhale down. This time hands at your sides, knees and toes turn, and press your way up and back to your first downward facing dog. So feet about hip distance, feel free to walk in place. Our first downward facing dog probably feels a little tight to start. Rise on your toes, bend the knees, any little movement there that you'd like. Just find that now. Nice and strong, evenly weighted through the arms, that big upside down V shape on the mat. Sinking the heels towards your mat. Knees might still be a little soft. Draw the belly in and up. And then as you're ready, slowly start to float forward into your high plank. So nice and strong, and you can always modify knees down. Inhaling and exhaling. And then when you're ready, take it back, downward facing dog. So we're just going to alternate plank and down dog a few more rounds. When you're ready, rise and kind of coil the spine forward into your high plank. 3 rounds of breath here. Breathing in, breathing out. Last time. And then exhale all the way back. Downward facing dog. So once more when you're ready, just start to coil the spine forward, coming into your high plank. And then 3 rounds of breath to hold. Inhale and exhale. Exhale all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal the feet whenever you need there. And then as you're ready, reach your right leg nice and long behind you. So it might not be a real big 3-legged dog to start, but sink the left heel down. Try to keep your shoulders square and your arms evenly weighted. So you don't want to feel like you're dumping everything over into that left side. Just nice and strong. Reaching out, pointing the toe, flexing the foot. Every little movement there through the ankle you like, or bending the knee. Inhale and reach the right leg long, roll it out, and then slowly start to draw the right knee forward. Pause and then high plank. And then when you're ready, set the right foot down, drop the left knee, and just come on up to a nice low lunge. So again, starting out slow, you want to make sure that you're stabilizing again always through that center so you're not leaning into it or collapsing, using strength. When you're ready, take the arms up and over, reaching into it. And then exhale, right arm comes up and over as you reach towards the right side with the left arm. Lengthening through the left side body. And inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Let the left hand come down, plant the right. Lift up and off of your left knee. And then the right leg goes behind you, high plank. Exhale, slowly lower through your Chaturanga Dandasana. And then inhale and rise, upward facing dog. This can also be lower down with the knees, and then inhale just a cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Walk it out here. When you're ready, other side, left leg floats up, find your three-legged dog. Again, it might not be a real big version of it yet. Just first time here. Right heel sinks. Extend, maybe point the toe, roll out the ankle, bend the knee, just keep the weight evenly rooted through the hands and keeping the shoulders from rotating. And when you're ready, slowly start to draw forward. Just pause as you hug that knee in, real deliberately. Gently left foot lands. Take the right knee down into your low lunge. Come on up here and just reach up and out. So you're rooting down, but you're rising tall at the same time. And then when you're ready, the left hand's going to come down as you reach up and over with the right. So if you have a block and you want to add it here, always welcome to. This is a great place to add one, so that floor might feel like it's really far away. You can always add a block to reach up and over through the right side. So it's not a twist, it's more of a side body stretch. And again, you can always lower your block wherever you need it. Use them as you like. If you have one, you can even use a book or something else similar. Set that aside, let the hands come down. Lift up and off of your right knee. Left leg goes back with control. High plank, slowly lower through your Chaturanga. Inhale, rise, upward facing dog. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Walk it out. And then as you're ready, this time rise on your toes, bend your knees, and just walk your way all the way to the top of your mat. Let your feet come down. Let the knees go soft. Let your arms just hang either in ragdoll or hands can come to either elbow as you let the upper body just hang heavy over the lower body. Backs of the legs feeling a little more open. Inhaling and exhaling when you're ready. If the hands are to the elbows, release them, start to lift the gaze, press into the feet, and rise, reach tall, nice and long, all the way up to mountain. And then exhale the hands through heart center, release down to your tall mountain. So take a moment to kind of get yourself reset, root down through your feet. They can stay hip distance or be closer if that's comfortable. Let the arms come down at your side. Just find your foundation again. Lift the knees, engage your quadriceps, engage your belly. A little tuck of the tail, nice and strong. When you're ready, inhale, take the arms overhead. And then exhale and swan dive, hip hinging, forward fold all the way down. So getting into our full sun salutation. Inhale halfway. Fingertips can touch or hands to shins. Exhale, fold, place the hands, step back into your high or kneeling plank. Slowly lower down, either to hover or all the way down. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhaling back, downward facing dog. So nothing forced, nothing fast. Inhale, rise, bend your knees. Exhale to the front, all the way up. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Breathe in as you press down and rise tall. And then take it back to heart center. All of that air and energy up overhead. Once again, exhale, hip hinge forward all the way down. Halfway lift and lengthen the spine, gaze down. Exhale to fold, place the hands and step back. Finding your high plank, and notice you want to have that tip forward before you lower. You don't want to lower from back here. All the way down, or to hover, tops of the feet. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Take your time, inhale, rise. Exhaling to the front, nice and strong. Halfway lift and fold. Press down to sweep up. Exhale the hands through. Just a couple more. Continuing to warm up the body. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands and step back. And again, it can be a kneeling plank as well. So you might be here. Or maybe you are once or twice. And then full version otherwise. So your choice, your practice. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. So you can always modify or adjust as you need to, just keeping your alignment, keeping your form. Inhale, rise. Exhale all the way to the front with control. Inhale, halfway. Exhale down. Press down to rise tall. Bring it back to center. We'll take one more this way. Inhale, sweeping up. And then exhale, floating down. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Place the hands and step back. So no hurry at all. Just lower down with control from the arms. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. This time we're going to stay in our downward facing dog a few more rounds of breath, so feel free to adjust anything that you need. Maybe walk the feet in place, check in with your alignment, check in with your core strength, check in that you're not holding any tension in your neck, your jaw, your shoulders that you don't need. Let it go. Be nowhere else but your mat. When you're ready, start to come forward into your high plank. Draw the belly in. It can be a kneeling plank as well. 3 rounds of breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And then when you're ready, right hand centers, right knee down or right leg long. Moving into your side plank. So left leg long, reaching the left arm overhead, and start to float that left arm alongside the ear. If you'd like, pick up that left foot. And again, if this is a modify with the right knee down, you can always take your full side plank and then lift that leg as well. Thinking about pressing through your left heel and reaching with the left fingertips. Long side body. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly set down on the mat. Adjust the right hand, lift off the right knee. And then take it back, downward facing dog. Walk out here. And then as you're ready, same thing, draw forward. High plank, 3 rounds of breath. So take your time. I'm just going to switch around so that my back isn't facing you. Inhale. And exhale, last time. This time the left knee down, center the left hand, and reach the right arm, floating the right leg up as you take the right arm alongside the ear. Maybe turn the heart center and the gaze up as well. Press through your right heel, reach with your right fingertips, long side body. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly set down as you're ready. Coming back, this time to your high plank once again. So staying in your high plank, or again, knees are always an option. 3 rounds of breath. Slowly lower. Inhale, rise, draw up and open thighs, and lift in your up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. This time, rise on your toes, bend your knees, walk only part way up, maybe 3/4 of the way up, take the feet wide, and then sit low into your squat. Nice low Malasana squat. You can draw the fingertips down towards the mat, tops of the hands kind of pressing against each other, maybe rolling out the wrist a time or two since we were just on them a good bit. Let your seat go low. If the heels are not down, no worries. And again, you can always add a little block behind you for some stability or support. If the heels are down, let your toes be light. Maybe just bow the head, release any tension that you feel in the neck or in the shoulders. And then when you're ready, if you can, without the use of the arms, just start to rise onto the legs to healing the feet together. And then take an inhale and rise, reach overhead, clasp the hands, point the index finger up tall, and then standing half moon. As you exhale, you're going to bow to the right, reaching through your left side body. And then inhale and rise back to center. Exhale over to the left, reach through the right side. Back up. This time, exhale, just bow forward all the way down. Halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands and step back. Slowly lowering down through your chaturanga or modified chaturanga. All the way back to downward facing dog. This time, right leg reaching out. Big step through. Land lightly. Right foot lands ball of your left foot. Inhale and come on up, high crescent lunge. Deep lunge in your right knee toward the small toes. Left leg is strong behind you. Inhale and exhale. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Breathing in and breathing out. Similar to what we did before. Drop the right arm, maybe just to your right hip, hand to the right hip, or maybe reaching the right fingers behind you on that left hamstring. Reach the left arm over as you reach through the left side body. Inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, start to just cartwheel the arms deep in the lunge. Left hand lands, right arm reaches up to twist. So get a little lower in that lunge. And then exhale the right hand down. Turn the left foot down and come on up to a warrior two. So set it up from the bottom up. Deep lunge into your right knee so that you're lunging towards your small toes. Reach the arms out in warrior two. Inhale and exhale. Your next breath in, take an inhale and rise and reverse. Left arm can just float down the leg or come behind you. And then slowly rise, softly straightening the right leg and come right into your triangle pose. Left arm up, right arm down. You can keep the gaze down if that suits you. And again, you can always add a block here as well if you feel like the floor feels quite far away. No worries at all. Maybe come up a little bit out of that side. So your choice, wherever the hand is, just let it be light. And then when you're ready, reach your left arm long. Maybe turn the gaze up. And then same thing as you take the left hand down, this time step the back foot in and revolve your triangle. So you're going to twist right here, right arm rises. Last breath in and out. Slowly let the right hand land, ball of your left foot. Right leg goes slowly lower down. With control, inhale and rise. You can always go right back to downward facing dog if you would like. And then when you're ready, left leg extends behind you. Big step through, land softly, ball of your right foot. And come on up to that same high crescent lunge. So deeply lunging in. Maybe you can go a little bit lower. And then as you're ready, let the left arm come down. And again, maybe it can just come to the hip. Maybe it comes behind you, or maybe even reach towards the right hamstrings as you float the right arm up and over, getting a little further stretch into that right side body. Inhaling and exhaling. It's just a little tip over to the left, but should feel pretty intense to do so. As you're ready, you're going to slowly cartwheel down, right hand lands, deeper lunge, and then revolve, reach the left arm up. Inhale and exhale. Take your time. Slowly come down, and then setting it up, right foot turns down, and then wind your way up, warrior two, other side. Inhaling, exhaling, maybe deepen a little more. Your next breath in, left arm rises to reverse. Again, you can take the arm behind you, maybe down the leg, but keep that lunge. And then slowly start to rise, softening your left leg. And again, you can take the block in front of you, or just the left arm comes down, the right arm overhead. Into your triangle, soft through your left knee, nice long lines. Strong center, not collapsing the left side. And when you're ready, slowly just take the arm alongside. You might have to adjust, maybe turn open a little further. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Step the back foot in as much as you need. Revolving your triangle. Again, you can add a block here if you'd like. As you twist, the left arm comes up. If you're not using the block, just hand come to the mat, soft belly as you revolve. Left knee can be a little bit soft. You don't want to lock it out. Exhale as you're ready. Left hand comes down. Ball. Gently send that left leg back to meet the right. High to low right there. Inhale, rise. And exhale all the way back. Feel free to walk it out for a moment. Take your time. And then as you're ready, set the knees down. And just take it back into your child's pose for a moment. If you would like maybe full child's pose, arms can come alongside you. Still letting the seat go close to the heels, but more of a full child's pose this time. Quieting the nervous system as you bow the head. Pausing to notice the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. As you're ready, you're going to take the hands forward and start to lift your gaze, sitting up into a sort of a similar posture we started with. So not quite hero's pose, more Bhadrasana where you're sitting up on your heels. Take the hands behind you. Try not to let the knees lift. So still pressing the knees down to your mat, but big stretch in your quadriceps. So maybe the hands face you. They might have to face out a little bit if that feels more doable. Again, be where you need to be as long as you're in alignment. When you're ready, press into the hands. Lift the seat up off of the heels in any amount. And keep pressing your knees down, stretching through the front body. If you want to take the head back, you can if that's comfortable for your neck. It is a lot of the neck though, so if it feels too much, just keep the chin towards the chest, gazing ahead of you. Inhaling and exhaling. Often this is called a reverse cow. I'm not sure if that's an official name, but slowly set down and then gently just walk your way forward. Plant the hands, come back up through your downward facing dog. And then as you're ready, right leg extends. If you'd like, this time come Kamakasana. So sort of flipping your dog, bend the right knee. Turn onto the left foot, right ball of the foot comes behind you. Reach up and overhead, and then stretch it out long. Press through the left side of the left foot. Inhale and exhale, and then slowly taking the right arm back up and over, turning, reach long through your three-legged dog again. Set the right foot down, adjust as needed. This is an optional thing. If it's too much, you can always stay in your three-legged dog and just remain there. Left leg rises, bigger three-legged dog this time. And then if you like, this is often called Kamakasana because it's outstretched heart pose, so it's that movement rather than just sort of flipping over into a back bend. So you're turning on the ball of your right foot, your left ball of your foot lands, and you're on the outside edge of your right foot. It's more close to a side plank, really. Left arm reaches up, lift the heart center, open it up. Breathe in and out. Take the left arm back up, let the left hand rise as you shoot that left leg back up. One more time, landing in your downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. If you want to move through your vinyasa, the lower part of your salutation here, you're welcome to. If not, stay in downward facing dog. As you're ready, rise on your toes, bend your knees, and then just walk your way up to the top of the mat. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Let the arms hang, your hands to either elbow once again. And when you're ready, soft knees, press down to rise up. All the way up. Take the hands through heart center, and then find your mountain pose. So a lot of movement there. Just take a second here to reset. Just breathe in, breathe out. See where you are in your breath, in your mind. Root down. We're going to move into our balancing pose, our Ardha Chandrasana. Slowly taking your left foot back. So finding this first pyramid stance. If you want your block nearby, feel free to have it. So hands to hips to start. So hips and toes facing the top edge of your mat. Inhaling and exhaling. You can keep your hands here, or if you would like, reach the arms overhead. And then we're going to slowly hip hinge and fold forward over the right leg into your pyramid. So hands can just sort of crawl their way back to where your fingers are facing the other way, and you're bowing over your right leg. If you want to have your block handy, feel free. And our feet are not on a tightrope here, so feel free to take them a little wider to the corners, towards the corners of your mat if need be. Make it your practice, make it for you. As you're ready, you're going to start to walk the hands forward with lightness. You land that right hand and move the weight into the right leg as your left leg lifts and your left arm follows up and overhead. Gaze can be down or out to the side or even towards that left hand if that works. Be light through your right arm, whether it is to a block, floating, or fingertips touching. Inhaling and exhale. Take your time. Find your balance. Fix your gaze, your drishti, soft right knee. See if you can rely less on the right arm, if possible. And when you're ready, slowly let the left hand come down, let the left leg come down to match the right toe heel, the feet apart as wide as your mat, and then shift some weight back into the legs. And just let this be a wide forward fold. Maybe the hands come to center. And then as you're ready, toe heel the feet a little bit together, maybe hip distance, bend the knees, press down and rise and reach up. Exhale the hands through, and then when you're ready, other side. So right foot's going to step back. Establish your pyramid base here. So toes and hips facing the top edge of your mat. Hands can start just at the hips if that works for you. Draw strength from your center, root down, soft knees, soft toes, and then if you'd like, reach both arms up overhead, over. As we come down, reach as long as you can before slowly coming down over that leg and then start to walk the hands longer. Maybe flipping so the toes or the fingers start facing the back edge of your mat. Adjusting stance as needed. And then when you're ready, you'll start to make your way into your half moon on the other side. Start to walk the hands up, start to shift the weight into that left leg this time. Again, soft through the left arm. Starting to lift the right leg and the right arm follows. Reaching up as much as you can as you press through the right heel. Reach with the right fingertips, so much so that you maybe feel like you're going to lift off that left arm. Try not to clench the left toes, let your left knee be soft, more strength coming from that left leg. And really pressing the right heel away. You'll find more balance if you activate that top leg as well. Gaze steady wherever you are. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly set the right hand down. As you're ready, you can stay another breath or two, longer too. Right leg's going to come down to match. Shake the feet out a little wider. And then let the arms just kind of come down. Maybe to center, soft knees. A little wider stance in our forward fold. When you're ready, you can start to lift the gaze and toe heel the feet. Plant the hands this time and step back to your downward facing dog. So last time here, as you reach the right leg long and then bend the right knee coming towards your half pigeon. So right knee towards the right hand, left leg long behind you. And again, you can take this as it works for you. If you want to add a block underneath your right side, feel free. If you need a little support there, maybe something softer, maybe a little less like a blanket. If you want to walk this foot further away and make it a little bit more challenging, you're welcome to. Reach your left leg long behind you though. Even if you need to turn the toes and kind of pick it up and reset, feel free. Squaring up to the top of the mat as much as possible. Take another breath in as you inhale and lengthen. Another breath out as you slowly walk down. It might be to the hands, to the forearms, or again, you can add your block maybe for the forehead. So wherever you need to be so that you can feel like you can settle into this and rest into it a little bit. So maybe that's with some support or not, your choice. We will be here for a couple minutes, so see where you need to soften. See where you need to let go of any tight places, or if you need to adjust, modify, feel free to do so. Try to keep the mind from floating off to other places. Thinking of your yoga mat as a little island, and it is yours alone for this time. Let your breath slow even more, but still remain that fluid, deep diaphragmatic breath. Just another few more seconds here. you're ready to come out, do so slowly, lifting the head, walking your way up, pressing into the hands, turning the back toes, lift, and slowly come out. If you want to move through a child's pose or downward facing dog, whatever suits you to release on that side. Maybe one last three-legged dog as you reach up and out. And then as you're ready, moving to the other side, your left leg extends and then bends left knee towards the left side of your mat. Right leg nice and long. Again, maybe scoot it back a little further. You're turning to the top of your mat. Maybe taking this foot out a little further. Again, if you need to add any support or prop on that left side, maybe a blanket or block, feel free to do so. So take time to set yourself up, knowing you'll be here for a couple minutes. Reach and take a long breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly walk your way down. Keeping in mind, one side might be a lot different than the other for you. Our bodies are not necessarily symmetrical. So the same pose might feel quite different on one side than the other. So if there's anything you need to adjust, please do so. Slowly walk your way down. Wherever you can, rest your head. Maybe it's to your hands or to a block or another pillow or blanket nearby. And again, try to keep that right leg long behind you, so not letting it sort of flop out to the side or anything. Reaching nice and long. Settling into the left side. Breathing in and breathing out. Just another 30 seconds or so. See where you can release any tension or tightness that you're finding. When you're ready, slowly start to lift the gaze, start to walk up onto the hands, turning your back toes, gently lifting yourself up and out. Again, your choice, your counter pose, whether it's a down dog, a three-legged dog, or even just a child's pose. Whatever you need to do up to release on that side, please do so. And then make your way onto your mat with the legs long ahead of you. Reach them long, so sit up nice and tall in your staff pose. Take an inhale to rise and reach the arms overhead. And then exhale and come down over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the body a little longer. And then exhale and fold over. Softening your knees. When you're ready, start to lift the gaze and bend that right leg, right foot on the inside of your left inner thigh. And then once again, but this time we're going to come into Janu Sirsasana, so head to knee pose, but we're going to make it a little bit different to get more through the side body. So sit up nice and tall. Inhale to rise, and then as you exhale, fold over that left leg. But this time, reach the right hand almost to the outside of the left foot if possible. And reach through the right side of the body, folding down over the left leg. So alternatively, you can just take the regular hold here. And if you can get this far down, another option is the left hand to the right wrist to reach further through the right side body. But if that's too much or you just don't go that far, maybe the right hand just comes to the outside. So it's a little further rotation, a little more length through the right side. So same posture you've probably done before, but little tweaks can make a big difference into where we feel the movement and stretch. When you're ready, slowly uncross the hands and gently just walk your way up. Take the right knee in towards you and then cross the right foot over. Left arm is going to hug that right knee in and really lengthen up and out as you revolve to the right. Right arm comes behind you. Take another inhale and lengthen, and then exhale, twist to the right. One more breath in, and one more breath out. Slowly let the right arm come up and around. Uncross the right leg. Reach it long. Shake out the legs. And then when you're ready, left foot coming into the right inner thigh. Move any flesh out of the way. We all have it. Just sitting up nice and tall. Take another inhale. And again, more rotation than you normally would. So lengthening up. And then as you exhale, reach towards the outside of the foot with the left hand. And again, you can just stay here as you fold over. If you can go further, you can always take beyond the foot. Another option here is to add a block beyond your foot. And you can walk that hand over as much as you'd like. So always ways to make this work for you. Just reaching further through the left side body than you might normally. One more breath in, one more breath out. As you're ready, you will slowly release and start to walk your way up. So same thing, take the left knee in and cross the foot over, hugging the right arm around that left knee. So sit up as tall as you can, you'll be able to twist more. Inhale as you reach up, and then exhale, left arm goes behind as you revolve and gaze back. One more breath in, one more breath out. Slowly unwinding, release the legs in front, shake them out, and we'll slowly start to come down onto the mat. If you have that block handy and want to bring it with you, please feel free. We're just going to take the hands behind us, slowly start to roll your way down, coming all the way down, and just release. Side out, hug the knees in. And let the knees fall all the way over to the right in your reclined spinal twist. Left arm reaches out, lift the right shoulder blade, replant both towards the mat. Right hand can guide the top leg across. If you want to extend that leg to straighten, that's another option. There's lots of variances in your reclining spinal twist. So take what suits you, or maybe take something slightly different than what you normally do. We easily get stuck in our habits or our comfort zones, so it's nice to step out of that a little bit whenever you can. That's how we can discover a little different feeling in the same movement. As you're ready, come on back through center, hug the knees in, reset just as needed, and then let the knees fall over to the left. This time, right arm reaches out to open the right shoulder, lift the left shoulder blade, and replant both down to the mat. Left hand is going to take that top leg across. Again, you can lengthen it if you'd like. It's another option. Soft belly as you twist. Every exhale, you feel like you go a little deeper. hips back to center and neutral. We're going to work up into our bridge pose, so arms are alongside you, just palms down. And when you're ready, you're walking the feet close into you. Inhale and lift the hips up, so engage the glutes, engage your quadriceps, press the feet into the mat, and then when you're ready, one shoulder comes under and then the other to clasp the hands, arms nice and long, space between your chest and chin, length in your neck. Belly is rising and falling with breath. Inhale and exhale. Imagine there's a block between your knees, so you're not letting them splay open. Inner thighs need to work too. Last breath in and out. Slowly untuck the shoulders. Gently roll your vertebrae down one at a time. Once you arrive, you can windshield wiper the knees a little side to side. And then we're going to come up one more time and add our block beneath us if you have one. If not, no worries at all, just an option. Make this a little more restorative, even if you have a blanket or anything you want to roll up, that works too. So coming up into your bridge, and this can be at whatever level with your block. So it might be too high at that point, maybe midway. So whatever suits you. Keeping in mind that your tailbone is right on the block and you're not on your spine. So you should feel pretty comfortable to be here and supported. So arms are long. And just stay here for a breath or two. And then when you're ready, you're going to float the legs overhead. So one leg rising at a time. If you need to move and adjust the block, or if you don't even have the block, no worries. Just take the legs overhead. There's a variation on legs at the wall. And just adding a little support and a little more height with your block, more towards a half shoulder stand almost. So it's your choice as to how much you want to have the shoulders help you here. You don't have to. Maybe roll out the ankles, move the toes. Just let the blood flow in the opposite direction. Let the feet and legs have a little break. It's a nice pose to do before bedtime, or even if it's one of just a few poses you do each day. This is a really nice one. We don't realize how much we're on our feet and on our legs most days. It's nice to give them that release. Whenever you're ready to come down, you're doing so slowly. One leg comes down at a time. Feet come to the mat. Lift up and off of your block if you've added it. And then slowly set yourself down. Soles of the feet together. Reclining bound angle. Supta Baddha Konasana. Take an inhale as you reach overhead. Nice and long. Take an inhale and an exhale out the mouth. And the arms come down out at your sides. You are welcome to stay exactly where you are. If you would like to do any other movement or stretch, feel free. Your practice, your home, wherever you're practicing. Take your time, or if you want to come to a traditional Shavasana, that's great too. So maybe letting the legs just go long. Whatever suits you, we'll just be here for a couple minutes. Let your body settle. Feel heavy, feel supported. Let your breath slow even more. Allow yourself to relax completely, letting all the work go that you've just done. Allowing yourself to be for just another moment or so of stillness. yourself to settle, acclimate all the work that you've done. Give yourself these final few moments on your little island you created for yourself this evening. Slowly bring yourself back from wherever you've drifted. Gently hugging the knees in to the body, rolling off to a side and pressing your way up slowly. Taking your time. Keeping the eyes closed, just come to a comfortable seat. To experience peace, peace doesn't mean that your life is always blissful. It means that you are capable of tapping into a blissful state of mind amidst the normal chaos of hectic life. Invite that peace into the heart center. The light in me truly honors the light in each one of you as we bow forward. Thank you for joining me for practice this evening. Namaste. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we will be back again for more classes. And please do check out our other offerings on our YouTube channel as well. Thank you all very much. Have a good one.